Alright, so I got some parts in the mail in here for the Leatherman build. I'm going to try something that I've been told this will work. We will see. What do we got? Oh, did I get... I got stickers. They sent me stickers. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. I like stickers. Alright, so first up we have replacement parts. Let's see what's in here. Alright, good. That is the diamond file. Yep. Bingo. So now I can replace my T-shank saw with the file. Cool. So that completes that tool. And if you didn't watch the other videos, why do I want that file? So because I can come off of there and it can sharpen my main blade. Alright, next up, this guy here. Alright, so these are the replacement cutters, but they're for the EOD. And I think, yes. Let's see here. So these cutters here leave this significant gap right down here at the heel. The EOD cutters do not have that gap. Now, I know that they need to be massaged to fit, or at least according to everything that I saw, they will be. So let's take these off and see if we can get those on here without too much trouble. I've actually never taken them off. One side. Let's just do one side at a time and see if there's any issue with it closing or anything. Okay, so, yeah, it'll need a little bit of nipping there to be able to close properly. But that's pretty close, right? Okay. All right. All right, so I'm going to take that on a belt sander and just clean that up until I get that to fit properly. Let's try this one. Well, they're not much off. Yeah, right there. It's right up in there, it needs it. So comparing these two, looks like this upper corner needs to be taken down a little bit to make them match. It's not much. And then, let's just do that first. I'm going to use the work sharp here with the belt attachment and the vice grips just to hold everything. It's going to be a process of just cutting and testing until I get them right. That's closer. Fits up into that corner a little better. Still a little bit of movement there, if you can see that rocking. So I'm going to try to get that out. Okay. I know I'm not super precise with this. It needs to work. It doesn't need to be necessarily that pretty. Okay, so that's a lot of it. A little more A little more rock in there. And a little rock. And it is now closing. Alright, I'm going to continue that just a little bit more. Tough getting on that angle. A little bit more there. Okay. Check in. Oh, we're getting very close now. The bolt hole's almost lining up. I could probably make that work, but still. And the rocker, it's not rocking anymore, so I've got the radius quite good. Just a little bit more. I like that. I think that'll work. Do I reuse my old bolts or do I use the new bolts? I like the old bolts because they're silver instead of black oxide, and it'll give it a nice two-tone effect. All right. Obviously, same thing on this side. I'm just making sure that is in fact what I need to do. All right. So it would have been relatively easy to edit this out. However, I wanted to leave this here so that you could see the length of time it took me on the grinder to actually grind this down. That's like a 100 grit belt or thereabouts. So it didn't take all that long, and bam, one pass and it's done, which you'll see in a second here. Try it. I'm sure it's not there yet, but you have to just keep trying. Oh, that's really close. Actually, it's there. Wow. That's uncommon. Make sure it doesn't have any rocker on it. That's good. Good. I saw that. These get magnetized. Start picking up everything around them. Oh my gosh. So there's still like a very, very small gap there. Like, I mean, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. Let's get a piece of snare wire and see if this thing cuts. This right here. Alright, I'm going to put it right down, as far down as I can get. Oh, baby. Look at that. Man, that's the way they ought to be. So that was the wire cutter kit EOD for Mutt EOD Super Tool 300 EOD. And they're not a direct fit, but man, they're close. And just a little bit of work right there on that shoulder and you've got them. So awesome. What an awesome upgrade. I'm very happy with that. Guys, thanks for watching and have a great day. Also, thanks for getting me to 500 subs. That really means a lot to me. So have a good one.